Have you ever felt like everyone is watching your life, judging your every move, or waiting for you to make a mistake? The truth is, in today's world, people observe more than you realize. Social media, gossip, colleagues, even casual acquaintances, they're all watching. But here's the secret. The more you speak without control, the more you give them power over your life. Today, we're going to solve a critical problem. How to protect your peace, your image, and your inner strength by learning the art of silence and discretion. Silence is not weakness. Many people think that speaking constantly or sharing every detail about their life is a sign of confidence. But real strength lies in knowing when to speak and when to remain quiet. Imagine a room where everyone is talking, each person trying to prove their knowledge or share their opinion. Now imagine one person who simply listens. What happens? People naturally notice that person. Their words carry weight, their presence is respected, and their mind is calm. That is the power of silence. Silence allows you to observe. When you are quiet, you can understand situations more clearly. You notice the patterns, the behavior of people, and the hidden intentions behind casual words. Most conflicts in life arise not because of others, but because we react too quickly without thinking. Silence gives you the pause that your mind needs to decide whether a reaction is necessary or not. In many cases, not reacting is the wisest action. Moreover, silence is a shield. Every word you speak can be used against you, intentionally or unintentionally. When people are watching, every slip of the tongue can create unnecessary tension, misunderstandings, or gossip. By learning to control your words, you protect yourself. You stop feeding negativity or giving unnecessary details that others might twist. This is not about being secretive out of fear, it's about being mindful and aware of the environment around you. There's also a deep psychological advantage to silence. People who speak less tend to appear more intelligent and more controlled. They are the ones people turn to for advice or respect. The reason is simple. In a world full of noise, quietness is rare and therefore powerful. It signals maturity, patience, and wisdom. Finally, silence allows your actions to speak for themselves. When you do not constantly explain, justify, or narrate your life, your result, your character, and your achievements become louder than words ever could. People remember actions far more than words. And when people are watching, what they see in your deeds is far more convincing than any story you could tell. Silence is not emptiness. It is a tool. It is a strategy. And when used correctly, it ensures that you remain in control of your life, unshaken by the judgments of others, and always several steps ahead of the people who watch from the sidelines in life. Most of the time, we talk too much and see too little. We are so focused on expressing our thoughts, proving ourselves, or sharing our experience that we forget the simplest truth. Observation is far more powerful than speech. When people are watching, speaking excessively can make you predictable. Your words reveal your habits, your fears, your intention. But when you choose to speak less and observe more, you gather information that no one else can see, and you protect yourself from unnecessary exposure. Observation is like having a hidden map of the world around you. Every glance, every gesture, every subtle comment tells the story if you pay attention. But if you are constantly talking, you miss these stories. You become blind to the patterns that guide human behavior. People who master observation understand when to act, when to hold back, and when to trust. They are not reacting impulsively, they are responding with strategy. And this ability gives them a quiet kind of power that words alone cannot provide. When you speak less, you also listen more. Listening is a forgotten art. Listening without the need to interrupt or respond gives you an edge. You learn about hidden opportunities, unspoken tensions, and the true intentions of those around you. People often reveal their character in what they think no one is paying attention to, and if you are observing quietly, you catch it all. This insight allows you to make decisions that are smarter, safer, and more aligned with your long-term goals. Another benefit of speaking less is that it protects your reputation. The more you talk, the more chances there are for mistakes words said in anger, offhand comments, or poorly thought out opinion. In today's world, a single careless statement can follow you forever. Silence, paired with observation, ensures that you act only when necessary and speak only when it truly matters. Your words become valuable, impactful, and respected because they are not wasted on trivial matters. Lastly, when you focus on observing rather than speaking, you begin to understand human nature on a deeper level. You notice motivations, fears, desires, and insecurities that others are blind to. This knowledge is not meant to manipulate, but to guide you in navigating life wisely. You learn when to trust, when to distance yourself, and when to stay patient. Observation turns you into someone who moves through life with awareness, confidence, and control, instead of being dragged into unnecessary conflicts or influenced by the noise of the world. One of the greatest mistakes people make is sharing too much of their personal life. When you talk freely about your struggles, achievements, relationships, or plans, you are giving others the power to influence or judge you. People are always watching, even when you don't realize it. And not everyone has your best interests at heart. By guarding your personal life, you protect your peace, your focus, and your future. Think of your personal life as a treasure chest. Inside are your emotions, your dreams, and your vulnerabilities. If you leave this chest open for everyone to see, anyone can take advantage of it. Gossip spreads faster than you can imagine, and what you say in confidence can reach people you never intended. Guarding your personal life is not about hiding out of fear. It's about being smart, selective, and intentional with the information you share. When you share less, you also strengthen your relationships. Not every detail needs to be known by everyone. True friends and trusted individuals will understand your boundaries. Sharing everything with everyone often dilutes trust because it exposes you to judgment, envy, or manipulation. Guarding your personal life creates a natural filter. People who truly care will respect your privacy. And those who do not have pure intentions will gradually distance themselves. Guarding your personal life also helps you maintain emotional stability. Life is filled with challenges, and every problem doesn't need an audience. By keeping your struggles private, you allow yourself the space to process, learn, and grow without unnecessary interference. People who speak too openly often let others' opinions shape their emotions, leading to stress, frustration, or regret. Privacy gives you autonomy over your own feelings and decisions. Moreover, guarding your personal life enhances your professional and social presence. Colleagues, acquaintances, and even casual observers form impressions based on what you reveal. If you overshare, you risk being misjudged or misunderstood. When you remain composed and selective with your words, people see you as someone who is mature, reliable, and in control. Your life becomes a reflection of your character, not just your words. Finally, when you guard your personal life, your actions gain more weight than your words ever could. People notice what you do rather than what you say. Achievements, kindness, and integrity speak louder than any explanation or story. By controlling what is seen and what is kept private, you maintain power over your life narrative, and you no longer allow other curiosity or judgment to dictate your peace or your path in a world full of noise. Words are cheap. Everyone talks, everyone gives opinions, everyone explains themselves. But how many truly follow through? The people who leave a lasting impact are not the ones who talk endlessly about their intention. They are the ones whose actions quietly prove their character, their strength, and their values. When people are watching, what you do matters far more than what you say. Actions carry authenticity. Words can be manipulated, misunderstood, or forgotten. But actions leave tangible evidence. If you promise to work hard, it is your effort that speaks louder than your speech. If you promise to help others, it is your deeds that leave a mark. By focusing on action over words, you build trust, respect, and influence without having to explain yourself constantly. People naturally notice, and your reputation strengthens quietly. like a foundation being built stone by stone. Another reason actions are more powerful than words is that they protect you from unnecessary judgment. When you speak too much, you invite critique, criticism, and misinterpretation. People may twist your words, exaggerate your failures, or underestimate your abilities. But actions are concrete, they cannot be denied, and they cannot be taken out of context. They create a silent, undeniable truth about who you are and what you are capable of. Letting actions speak also teaches patience. In a culture obsessed with immediate results and constant self-expression, waiting and acting strategically sets you apart. People may not notice every effort you make immediately, but over time, your consistent actions accumulate, forming a pattern that demonstrates your discipline, reliability, and intelligence. This slow, steady approach is far more impactful than constant declarations or explanations. Furthermore, letting actions speak helps you maintain focus. When you stop explaining yourself, defending yourself, or justifying every choice, your energy goes into what truly matters: growth, achievement, and personal development. You stop being distracted by unnecessary opinions and instead channel your efforts into creating outcomes that are undeniable. Actions never lie, and they always reveal your true intentions more clearly than words ever could. Finally, when your actions speak louder than your words, you create an aura of respect and authority. People watching you notice the difference between talkers and doers. They recognize someone who does not need constant validation, someone who lives with purpose, and someone whose life demonstrates integrity. In the end, the combination of silence, observation, guarded privacy, and powerful action ensures that while people may be watching, they see only what you choose to reveal, and you remain in complete control of your life. As we end today, take a moment to reflect on your own life. How often do we speak without thinking, share without caution, or act without awareness? Every word you speak, every detail you reveal is observed, sometimes by people who wish you well, sometimes by those who do not. True strength lies in mastering yourself, in knowing when to remain silent, when to observe, and when to let your actions tell your story. Guard your thoughts, protect your personal life, and move with purpose. Remember, peace is born in discretion. Respect grows in quiet confidence, and influence comes from what you do.